Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Using the quick game. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. He's looking to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's English.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that, that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass, it's Bowers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Keeps the legs moving. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Bowers. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
The give out of the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released a pass. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone.
Second down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They'll try to pick up the first. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. From the gun, he'll try to throw. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's English. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
He's right on target.
I think I like...
Complete.
receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. To the air, it's Bowers. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
Brings up 2nd down.
They move the tight end all over. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of 1st downs in the books now. 1st and 10 from the 44. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bowers. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The quick out. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Cook. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He'll take it himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Cooks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
8th play of the drive coming up. Wide out in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now, this is why I love having a quarterback that can make plays. I mean, he's so dynamic that I give him the ball and design runs like this, and you got to guard the whole field now. You got to guard everybody because he can still throw it, and he walks into the end zone and gets the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 2 to Army. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Slams ahead. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A 1st down for the offense.
Here we go. Razor.
The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Matthews. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. All the way in for the touchdown.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on second and inches. Looking for a man. It's Bowers. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. First down to start the drive after the break. Back to the air one more time. Release to the back. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bowers. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Trying to pound it in. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over Army. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. Steps away. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Matthews. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They want to get this defense on its heels. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He'll get rid of it. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're trying to get to it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Trying to surge it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Let's it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. He'll set up to throw. Getting some heat. And he's got a touchdown. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Quickly complete. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
For the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Have to execute with precision. Under a minute and a half to play.
Good enough for first down.
He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the right. It's complete. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started.
Here we go.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking for a man. It's Bowers. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move, trying to get the late score.
First down for the offense.
This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Using the quick game. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Okay, ready?
Now on second down. They'll leave it with him. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Looking to pass. It's Bowers. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will house it.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do.